It's a good thing to do. Pray for this gift. Pray for all the gifts that you would have them, and God will give you what he wants. But if this is you, find visions and missions to latch onto, to join onto. Find a cause that's happening. Like grab Sarah Allen if this is you and be like, hey, can I start a prayer time around your yard sale? And she'll be like, yeah, okay. That's fine. I mean, we're going to give stuff away either way, but you can pray. That's okay, I guess. Just don't weird me out. No. She'll actually probably think it's really cool. I would say don't weird me out. But find causes like that and be like, can I pray for that? Can I get people weekly to pray? And encourage them and let them know you're praying for them. Find leaders, pray for them. Find people with big visions and pray for them. And just lift everyone's spirits that we would believe God. I'm going to close with the verse that we opened the series with, and this is going to be a continual verse as we go through this series. In all things, this is 1 Peter 4:10 through 11. In all of the gifts, remember this. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another, not yourself. As stewards of God's varied grace. Jumping down. In order that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. To God belongs the glory and the dominion forever. I'm going to close with the same question I opened with. What are you living for? That God wants you to be a part of this. He wants to give you a spiritual gift. He wants to use you to display his power, but are you living for God? Or is he kind of like your pocket Jesus that you pull out when you're in trouble? He's just like a little Swiss Army knife that you're like, I need this part of God right now, and I'm just going to use it and put it away when I'm done. What are you living for? Are you living for God's glory, to see his power displayed in whatever it is, in teaching, in healing and encouragement, in all of it? What are you living for? Because if you're not signed on to God, you're not signed on to anything. You're signed on to a story that's going to end. But God's story will go on. There is no end. It's always going to be amazing. It's kind of like the Rocky movies. Just when you think he's done, he comes out with another one. Join God's story. And this is not just an evangelistic petition. I'm not just calling non-believers. I'm calling believers. Sign back on to God's story. Stop pretending. Start living. I want you guys to know, I think tonight healings are going to occur. I believe tonight they're going to occur. I've been praying for it. Freaked out. I got to be honest. But I've been praying for it. First and foremost, I believe that God is going to spiritually heal some of you tonight. Some of you don't have faith at all. You're like, I want to believe, I want to get into this, I want to sign on to the epic story, but I don't believe, and I'm telling you, God wants to give you that gift. Come forward, and I will pray that the team, we will pray that God gives that gift to you. And some of you need that spiritual healing to occur. So spiritual first, emotional and physical too. I believe that some of you have come tonight, and what you need to do is get your baggage out of the way. You need to bring your emotional struggles. Some of you are not being physically healed because you are keeping God at a distance but asking him to heal you. And you need to deal with your emotional side first. You need to deal with the issues deep in your heart, and then God will physically heal you, I hope and I pray. The rest of you just need physical healing, and we will pray for it. However, I don't see anywhere in the book of Acts that it's biblical that it happens in church. So we will go in there, away from everyone, and not make a spectacle of it, and just pray, us and God. But I'm saying, what story are you going to join? The rest of you just pray that God gives you and shows you what your gift is, and shows you his power, that you may act in it, and display it, and change the world for Jesus. I'm going to be over here and eventually in there, and you're welcome to come in here. I've asked a few of you to come pray, and I would just ask that only those that I've asked to do ministry with me tonight, only they would come. So if you need any prayer, Meet us in there. The rest of you guys worship and ask God to reveal his power to you.
There must be more than this. Oh, breath of God, come breathe within. There must be more than this. Spirit of God, we wait for you. Fill us anew, we pray. Fill us anew, we pray. Consuming fire, which you fan into flame of passion for your name. Spirit of God, would you fall in this place? Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way with us. Come like a rushing wind, clothe us with power from on high. Now set the captives free. Leave us abandoned to your grace. Lord, let your glory fall. Lord, let your glory fall. Consuming fire, would you fan into flame of passion for your name. Spirit of God, would you fall in this place? Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way. Consuming fire, would you fan into flame of passion for your name. Spirit of God, would you fall in this place? Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way with us. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts. Passion for your name. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts. Passion for your name. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts. Passion for your name. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts, Lord. Stir it up in our hearts. Passion for your name. Consuming fire, would you fan into flame of passion for your name. Spirit of God, would you fall in this place? Lord, have your way. Lord, have your way with us. With us. as we speak more and more about these spiritual gifts that you give us, that God, you would just open people's hearts to what you have for them, God. And Lord, I just pray for a spirit of brokenness in this place, God, that sometimes we are so stubborn, God. We're so prideful. We don't want to admit that we need you. God, so through this song, I just pray that hearts would be broken, that people would realize that there's really no other way. God, that you're the only one that can give us those gifts. You're the only one that heals, God. We don't do it. So, Lord, I just want to pray your continued spirit this week. Speak to people. Speak to those hearts that are hardened, God, that don't want to open up. We thank you and we praise you, Father. Amen. Guys, have a wonderful week. If you need prayer, please, please, please don't leave without getting prayer. Have an awesome week, and we will see you next Wednesday.